What is Dual Claire? Dual Claire is a hybrid experimental project, situated at the intersections between scientific exploration and artistic creation expression. It consists of two versions of dramatic and performative output of the same digital human character, Claire, who is directed according to two different directing theories, one of Stanislavski and another of Artaud. These two versions were developed so that they provide an interactive experience of conversing with an intelligent embodied virtual assistant in a commercial services context. However, as both of them were created on a limited free trial edition of the unique Digital Humans platform that does not offer persistency, the final exhibition items are not the virtually embodied chatbots but videos capturing the two experiences of conversing with Stanislavski and Claire and Artaud's Claire respectively. The recent rephrasing of IVAs as unique digital humans whets the appetite for experimentation beyond the horizons already calculated for IVAs. This made us want to trace their acting performing potential. Our artistic experiment explores whether the implementation of two discrete and specific theater directing theories, such as Stanislavski's and Artaud's, holds interest in the organization of the dramatic and performative behavior of digital humans and the production of differentiated, aesthetically coherent outcomes. It also suggests the exploration of new dramatic/performative perspectives for IVAs. Our digital humans character, Claire, showcases how an artistic approach based on theater directing methodology and designing IVAs may pervade their usual functional provision of services scope and create a differentiated, aesthetically coherent result, triggered by the implementation of theater directing theories. Dual Claire comes as a response to the following questions: how could the implementation of two different theater directing theories affect the designing a digital human within a commercial services context? What are the challenges emerging in terms of directing, acting and script? Does the adoption of certain directing approaches lead to a differentiated, aesthetically coherent digital human performance? Our motivation was to explore possible keys theater/performance as a research tool for the designing and customization of digital humans performance holds, especially by directing human synthetic simulacra within a services context as if they were human performers, according to theater directing approaches, aspiring at opening up new performative horizons that may expand beyond IVA's usual scope and be appreciated as artistic. We anchored our project on a commercial services context scenario as we aimed at exploring digital human theatricality and performativity outside an artistic frame and in order to create a surprising crack in the experience of the user. The recent advancements in the fields of artificial intelligence, machine learning, natural language processing and computer graphics have resulted in the designing and development of intelligent virtual assistants, known as IVAs, that exhibit numerous human-like traits. Such traits pertain to personality, physical appearance, gender and other characteristics, typically exhibited by humans. The systematic approach of the same traits, their aesthetic organization and repeatable exhibitability in a theater performance, has been the objective of theater directing theories and acting methods. These aspire at rendering the performer actor an able, intelligent machine, producing aesthetically coherent performative results. Hence, theater directing theories may hold some interesting keys in the designing of interactive experiences with digital humans, situated within the general discourse between computers and theater. Recently, the development of IVAs coupling conversational AI with facial and emotional expression has been exhibited by companies such as Anew, aiming to enhance communicational accuracy and customer satisfaction when used in the respective field. Here, have a look at our state-of-the-art section. From a theater performance studies perspective, apart from Laurel's pioneering work, Auslander, Dixon, and Giannacci, to name but a few, shed light upon the theater and digital media discourse, while Binford and Giannacci also focuses on interaction as performance. In more detail, our Dual Claire experimental project develops a dialogue with human-robot interaction as theater, including human chatterbot interaction, robotics and theater performing arts. Theater as a research tool for HCI and as an intermediary. Virtual agents performance. Improvisational theater techniques and puppetry as a source for the designing of personified interfaces. Acting methods in IVAs. The two theater thinkers and practitioners whose approaches we chose to use for the direction of the digital human and the emergence of the dramatic script, Stanislavski and Artaud, have also received attention in relevant literature. Stanislavski has attracted the focus of Klinger, Scheibe and Tam, and Postma et al. Artaud on the other hand has been acknowledged as a source of inspiration for HCI. And here are some indicative artistic examples but also built-in or standalone IVAs. Our project develops a conceptual dialogue with the methodological framework for dual clair comprises elements of exploratory design as theater directing is explored as a research tool for the designing and customization of IVA's digital humans performance, including the emergence of the appropriate text. Comparison, as the project pursued two different theater directing theories in order to explore the differentiated outcomes and reflection and speculation, because the contemplation of the creative team's intent, process, expression and reflection shape the form and content of the experiment. Two different cases illustrating two different theater directing approaches in script reduction, digital human customization and design of the interactive experience with Claire were followed. Unique Digital Humans platform was chosen as the main tool for the experiment after some research as it meets the basic requirements, such as real-time human-computer interaction with natural language, machine learning, variety of emotional responses and realistic graphics. For the current research stage, a limited free trial edition of the Unique platform was deemed sufficient. Additionally, Google Dialogflow was used for the design of the dialogues. The central scenario wants Claire, the character of our digital human, to be an assistant at the fictional Koros lounge bar on the island of Paros. To create an interactive drama, two linear scripts, inspired by the methods of the two widely renowned theater directors were first conceived and then transformed into multilinear, following a logic of multiple improvisational rehearsing, while using the aforementioned technologies. For the purpose of the study, the two scripts aspire at delivering the same meaning load in both versions, following different dramaturgical aesthetics in each case, with the name of the character being kept the same and some information retained intact, such as opening hours and music. In order for the comparison of the two versions to be analyzed more efficiently, the strategy of changing solely the character of the text and the emotes of the digital human has been opted for, with the spectacular aspect being kept identical: space, digital human face, hairstyle. The emotional aspect of human-computer interaction was addressed by attributing to the digital human emotes from the range of those offered by Unique, restricted to generally acclaimed positive or neutral expressivity.
Hello, welcome to Koros Lounge Bar. How can I help? I am afraid, we do not follow this practice. The bar has ample space for you and your company. If you wish to find a seat, you may prefer to come early. Will this be your first time here, presumably? Okay, allow me to refresh your memory. Koros Lounge Bar is situated at the picturesque little town of Nausa, Paros. It has a superb view over the Aegean, smart cocktails and tunes to make you happy. It plays lounge music until 11 p.m. and then house music, but sometimes it switches to fun funky nights. We open at 6 p.m. with a happy hour for half-price cocktails until 9 p.m. At 11, the atmosphere gets groovy and parties here. Margaritas, mojitos and gin-based cocktails are the bar's forte. Why not trying our legendary vodkatini? Entrance is free until 11 p.m., then a charge of €10 applies, that includes a drink. Have you ever been to Paros before? Why not come again to the heart of the Aegean? Say you spoke with Claire for a free shot. I have to go, sorry. It is a beautiful bar. It's a perfect place, it's just my life's a mess at the moment. If you come, you'll have fun. Sorry, have to go, bye. Hello, how can Kouros Lounge Bar assist you in wasting some hours of your petty bourgeois life? I, on the other hand, dream about speaking to someone that has bigger life aspirations. We don't keep place for standing exquisite corpses like yours. You just take the incredible risk to come over. Do you have any recollections of a previous visit here? Okay, you have a memory of a goldfish. Kouros Lounge Bar is situated at the picturesque little town of Nausa, Paros. Post-teenagers, sweat, vomit. Exuberant life. Deep blue, liquor cascades and oral haze for your vanity to dance to. Conventional so-called soothing tunes, da-dee-doo. Lounge music, house music or funky, ideal for pelvic cramps. Tea time to sunset. Half-price cocktails, cock-a-doodle-doo. Around Cinderella's curfew time, impatient feet step on the dance floor. Ethyl alcohol in any color, form, shape you can imagine. Either way, after the pumpkin carriage explodes it does not matter, does it? What's free on life but entrance to wormholes that suck your brain? If you want to be intoxicated after midnight, you'll have to become 10 euros poorer. Is there a black hole in your pocket? If your brain cells survive the experience, you may dare to come again. Say you spoke with Claire for free shots that won't kill you. 567 AD. Aha. Just fun a moment my life is. Sorry, you have to go. Da-dee-doo. Bye. I got a garbage brain that's driving me insane.
And here are a few things you need to know about me.
Claire is a 22-year-old law student. Her father died while she entered university and her mother does not earn enough money. She has to work for her and her younger brother. She works at the reception of a lounge bar in the Aegean, on Paros, and hates it. But her best friend's dad runs the bar and it is an easy way to earn some money.
Right after our dual-Claire experimental project, Anik announced its new creation, Bella, a barista digital human. Digital Human's performance based on theater directing approaches unveils a challenging terrain for the commercial and social use of aesthetically inspiring and cognitively stimulating IVAs and rephrases the future of personalization. For example, a client might opt for a surreal digital human performance. Such a prospect is anticipated to give rise to IVAs as educational tools in drama and theater in education, as well as a tool within the framework of behavior management and coping with learning difficulties. Also, recreational and artistic experiences with IVAs receive new light. This was a pilot phase for the experimentation with digital humans performance. The conduction of several other experimental projects exploring the change of certain parameters, such as theater directing 3, digital humans gender and appearance or aims, such as a highly artistic motivation outside IVA's quotidian purposes, are on the list.